Hey everyone, it's your girl Segen. Welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, please be sure to subscribe. In today's video, I'm gonna be making meals for the work week. So in today's meal prep, we're gonna be cooking collard greens, sweet potatoes, chicken breast, and brown rice. So all that's gonna be going on, and I'm gonna be making it in no time. Like, it's currently pretty late at night right now. It's Sunday, so I'm gonna be making meals for Monday through Friday. So with that being said, let's get started with making some food. I'm really excited. And I noticed that a lot of you guys are really into the food videos as well. So I'm really happy that you guys are enjoying them because I do really love to cook. So without further ado, let's get started. I have some collard greens. Collard greens are super duper healthy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wash these, cut them up, put them in a pot, have them pretty much steam and wilt down. So collard greens kind of cook like spinach, where they kind of wilt down. So this might look like a lot, but in actuality, it's not going to be a lot at all. So to that, I'm going to be putting in some sweet potato in the oven while this kind of does its thing on the stovetop. That way, two things are cooking at the same time. That's how I like to cook. I like multiple things happening at once. And right behind me, you see the Instant Pot, and that's where I'm gonna be making the brown rice. So technically, we're gonna be having 3 things cooking at once, which makes my heart sing because I have all of this cooking and it's gonna cook in no time. So without further ado, let me get to washing these collard greens. So to the pot behind me, I'm gonna be adding a bit of vegetable stock. And I'm gonna be letting the vegetable stock warm up while I'm chopping up the collard greens. Oh, and by the way, the vegetable stock that I have is the no salt added, so it's super low sodium. You can use beef stock or chicken stock, but I'm just gonna be using vegetable stock. So I'm gonna turn on the stove to a medium-high heat, and now I'm gonna start chopping up the veggies. So I'm gonna add now the collard greens to the vegetable stock. You'll notice that the pot is a bit full, but once the collard greens actually cook, it will actually reduce down to half of this size. So we're looking for that dark green spinachy look at the end. So next what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab some sweet potato, chop those up, lightly season it with some olive oil, salt, and pepper, and throw them in the oven. But before I chop them up, because it will take me no time to do it, so I'm gonna preset the oven to about 425. So I'm gonna drizzle some olive oil and some pepper and some salt. So I already told you guys how much I love the herb thyme, and I love, love, love to add this to sweet potato as well as chicken. So I'm just gonna wash these up quickly and add it to the sweet potato, and it's gonna make your house smell so good, it's ridiculous. So this is obviously a little bit rustic, however, this is how I like to cook, especially if I'm in a rush but I want to cook a really good meal. So I like to make sure that all the potatoes are coated. Awesome, so we're gonna pop them into the oven. And this should take about, I wanna say maybe 30 minutes. And we're done. All right, so on to the next thing. But before we move over to the rice, I wanna actually let you guys know that the reason why I kept the skins on in the sweet potatoes, because the skin in the sweet potato is packed with fiber, so I want to keep the health benefits of the sweet potatoes. That's why I kept them on. But also keep in mind, when you're cutting sweet potato, it's not like cutting a regular potato. Cutting regular potatoes is super duper easy. Cutting a sweet potato though, it's a bit hard. And when I started cutting sweet potato, I would actually boil it for a few minutes until it gets a little bit soft, take it out of the boiling water, and then cut it. That way it's a little bit more easier and a lot more safe for me to cut. If you guys don't have a sharp knife, or you guys are, you know, just starting out with cooking and stuff like that, just be very aware of the sweet potato because it's really hard to cut. And if you don't have a proper knife, accidents might happen. I feel nobody says that about sweet potato, which I find very weird. So boil it for a little bit, that's a pro tip. Take it out of the water, cut it up, then put it in the oven. Collard greens, they're calling. The collard greens are calling. Okay, next up we have our Instapot, and we're gonna make some brown rice. So I'm actually just gonna eye the brown rice measurements. Just gonna eye it. All right, that should be more than enough. So with this brown rice, I'm just gonna make sure it's washed out, and then we're gonna add some water. Perfect. So I washed the rice, I added water to it, and then I'm going to attach it to my Instapot. To this though, I'm going to add some extra virgin olive oil. Gonna add some pepper. And I'm gonna add a bit of vegetas. So if you're in a Habesha home, you already know that your mom already has this. And like my mama, I brought this into my home, so I'm gonna use some vegeta and add that in to the rice for some flavor. So the reason why I don't add any salt is because I find that the Vegeta seasoning has enough sodium for me, so I don't need to add any more salt to whatever it is that I'm cooking, to be honest. I think Vegeta is more than enough sodium than I need. So I literally put olive oil, Vegeta, and black pepper. I'm gonna pop the lid back on. So I'm gonna close the lid. There we are. I'm gonna set to rice, that's it. That's all. It's gonna take 10 minutes and your rice is gonna be done. All right, it's letting me know that it's on and it's locked. So we did 3 things in give or take 15, 20 minutes, and that's 3 whole things. 3, it's crazy. We only have one more thing left, and it's the chicken. Let's get to seasoning some chicken and putting it in the oven. I'm excited, this is so quick. I thought I'd be so exhausted, but it's only been like 15, 20 minutes already. So I'm just gonna add some olive oil to the tray. All right, so to this, I'm going to add some salt and some pepper. And I'm actually gonna add some ground rosemary as well to this. And I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. So I had left one hand kind of free and one hand to season on purpose. So I'm gonna flip that. And repeat the same step. Salt, pepper, and some rosemary. So I have half a lemon here. I'm just gonna spritz that on top of the chicken. All right, so to that, I'm gonna add some thyme, because you already know I love thyme and chicken. It's delicious. And I feel thyme and rosemary really complement one another as well, so can't go wrong with thyme and rosemary. So I moved the sweet potato on the top rack off camera, and now I'm going to add the chicken and put it at the bottom rack. So let's add this beautiful chicken to the bottom rack. And we'll see you later. Ciao. All right, so let's take a look at the collard greens. Okay, so it's not as dark as we want, but we're gonna give it a few more minutes. And that's that, guys. I've done all 4 things in 30 minutes. And all I have to do now is clean up and then wait until the food's done. I can watch TV, edit another YouTube video, look at your comments. But yeah, it's that easy. You guys could do this for your families for dinner. I'm doing them for lunch for this week, but it's super duper easy and it takes absolutely no time. So there you go. All right, so the sweet potatoes are done out of the oven. The collard greens are finito. Brown rice is complete as well. The only thing that's missing is the chicken. And the chicken I just turned off, it was in the oven, is looking pretty good too. And that's dinner, that's it. All right, so this is my plate. I have my brown rice, sweet potatoes, collard greens, and chicken breast right over here. All right, so let's dig in. Okay, so I'm gonna try a bit of the chicken. I'm just gonna rip it off because I'm too lazy to get a knife right now. I'm gonna get some collard greens and some sweet potato. Let's try this out together. Ooh, okay, perfect. The lighting is a bit harsh and your girl got tanned over the weekend. So let's try this out. This low-key reminds me of Thanksgiving. That's really because of the sweet potato and collard green combo. It's so good. But like I mentioned, this took no time to make and can feed a bunch of people. So, I mean, try it out at home. If you guys want me to continue doing meal prep videos and things like that, let me know in the comment section down below. Shoutouts for this video go to the following people on the screen. Thank you so much for joining the Segen Misghina family. We are officially internet cousins. I love and appreciate you guys. If you guys want a shout out like them, please be sure to subscribe. All you gotta do is click the subscribe button, click that bell notification as well, and let me know in the comment section down below that you've done it. That way I can give you a shout out in the next video. It's that simple. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and my Snapchat as well. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. I love you. Mwah. Ciao.